case filed by 3 families who lost their houses for the construction of the pipeline that is to carry water to the proposed Sampur coal power plant was taken up in court once again today. The complainants note that if they are given an alternative, it needs to be one that is suitable to live in.
A case was filed at the district court by the Muttur Divisional Secretary requesting to evict these people as their lands belong to the state. However, the people know that the lands belong to them. When the case was taken up today, it was further postponed to the 24th of April.
அதற்கும் அவர்கள் வெளியேற தகுந்த காரணம் இருந்தபடியால் வெளியேறவில்லை. எனவே மூதூர் நீதிமன்றத்தின் மூலம் அரச கட்டளைகள் மீளப்பெறுதல் கட்டளை சட்டத்தின் பிரகாரம் விண்ணப்பத்தை செய்து நீதிமன்றத்தின் முன்பாக
The proposed Sampur coal power plant has once again come to the fore following the adverse effects that it poses to the economy and the environment. The project was launched citing that low-cost electricity would be provided by the year 2017 to meet the increasing demand. Sri Lanka's second coal-fired thermal power plant is implemented as a joint venture of Ceylon Electricity Board and National Thermal Power Corporation of India. The joint venture company has been incorporated as Trincomalee Power Company Limited. A power purchase agreement, implementation agreement, BOI agreement, and lease agreement and coal supply agreement was signed for this project. A total estimated cost of the project is $512 million. The project should commence within a year of signing the agreement, and generation of electricity is expected to start in 2018. The power generated will be transmitted to the national grid through high voltage transmission lines from Sampur through Habarana to the Veyangura grid substations. Experts are of the view that at the time when China and the United States have decided to shut down their coal power plants, Sri Lanka going ahead with such a project raises suspicions. Due to the environment and health concerns, many countries across the world are moving away from coal. England has reached a decision to shut down all its coal power plants by 2025. The United States shut down a 4,500 megawatt coal power plant. China shut down a 825 megawatt coal power plant in Beijing. A Ceylon Electricity Board proposed long-term plan to construct 13 coal power plants by 2030 was rejected by the Public Utilities Commission or the PUC. Energy experts point out that emission of coal in power plants releases a plethora of poisonous gas to the environment. They point out that constructing another coal power plant without a proper study on the poisonous gas released from the Noracholi power plant is dangerous. Environmentalists say that the poisonous gas released from the 2 coal power plants would spread far and wide with the monsoon rains. They add that this would not only pose a threat to the health of the locals in those areas, but would also affect the agriculture in the area.
If you consider where it's being constructed, Trincomalee, that is right in the path of the northeast monsoon. The northeast monsoon winds blow right across the NCP. Already the people of the NCP are suffering because they have bad water. If this happens, there will be clouds of poisonous gases, mostly that contain things like lead, mercury, chromium, cadmium, heavy metals, that will now fall upon these people from the sky. Coal-fired power plants produce huge quantities of acids, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, from the oxides of nitrogen and the oxides of sulfur given out by the coal-fired power plant. These acids form especially when there is moisture in the air. Acid dissolves rock and marble. This acid rain will go over Anuradhapura and it will fall upon the Sri Mahabodhya. Do we as Sri Lankans want to be the generation who has been responsible for the loss of what we have brought with us proudly over the last 2,000 years? None of this has been considered.
When a coal power plant is in operation, a large number of waste is released to the environment that will affect the health of the general public. The ash contains heavy metals. Mercury is hazardous to the human health. Tons of these elements are released when such a power plant is in full operation. Experts believe that when the world is heading towards renewable energy, Sri Lanka must not move towards using coal to generate power. India, which funds the proposed Sampur coal power plant, is currently more focused on generating electricity using wind and solar power.
ඉන්දියාව මේ දවස් වෙනකොට
At present, India had gained major success in generating wind and solar energy. We need to obtain that technology. Sri Lanka establishing a coal power plant and having environment issues is not a good thing to do.
පරිසර හානි තියාගන්නත් කරනවා කියන එක නම් නුවරක් නෙවෙයි.
The Norichole Lakwija coal power plant commences at a cost of $1,306 million US. Total capacity 900 megawatts. 300 megawatts released to the national grid under the first phase in 2011. Additional 300 megawatts added to the national grid in the second phase. Audit assessment on the first phase of the Norichole coal power plant. Power generators at the power plant fail on numerous occasions. On the 22nd of July 2010, a leak in one of the boilers at the plant leaves operations at the plant temporarily dysfunctional. On the 8th of August 2012, a fault in the power lines leaves the power plant in a dysfunctional state. Power plant becomes dysfunctional for a day as the average capacity of the power generation at the plant exceeds 300 megawatts. Power generation at the Norichole power plant comes to a standstill due to a technical fault.